What? There he goes. And my volume. Okay. But yeah, when I first launched Twitch, because I use my Twitch dashboard to chat. So the dashboard tells me how many viewers are here. It tells me all the chatting and whatnot. So that's what I usually read off of. And for the first like 5 minutes or so, it was silence. So I don't know. Chat wasn't working, so I missed some things. But I did see Mr. Crazy K. I saw your comment. That's awfully nice of you, man. I appreciate it. And it's cool that you're streaming. Hope it's going well for you, sir. I don't think you're still here, though. It doesn't appear that you are. Okay. I've got a to-do list today. First off, let's grab some of my stuff here. Rope, and rope. Thank you. Quick Santa, how's it going? So today, my to-do list is I want to build a ranch. I need to build a locker for my beetles. And I would like to build at least one vineyard. That would be the plan. I've been making lots of rope. How much rope do I got? 60. I got... Is that enough for... 30 rope is the ranch. Vineyard is 12. Alright, I got enough. Because I'd like to get a couple of vineyards up, even though I only got one vine. Okay. What's new? What do I have that's new? I did raise another point of strength. So that means my weight and my bulk, or my weight, is now up to 2,500. Which is nice. I did raise another endurance as well. Which means I can operate machinery more frequently. So that's good. That's it as far as stats go. How did I get a vine? The university in East Kush, that has viticulture because we took it from the Kush. So because we took it from the Kush, we can learn any of Kush's worship technologies, which includes viticulture. So you go there, you get viticulture, and if you have a tilapia on you, they'll give you a vine if they have one in stock. Now, it took me 4 walks to the university before they had one to give to me. Yeah, you can get a bulb there if you haven't done so already. Make sure you take a tilapia, because my first trip there I didn't take a tilapia, and they won't give you a vine without one. So be sure you do that. And they only give out like 1 or 2 vines per hour or something like that. So if someone goes there right before you and grabs a vine, you might not get one. Not only that, they'll take your damn tilapia and they won't give it back. I found that out the hard way as well. I went all the way down there. Break out the map. I'm not even sure the map is big enough. That's how far it is. Alright, so I'm here in the middle, next to Avaris. And that university is right here. So if you take the chariot to maybe Koptos, or even Moreau, or even to Sheba, you can head to this worship right here. You want to play Oxygen Not Included? It's a good game. I'm shocked. Oops, I went too small. I'm shocked about how frequently they update that game with such complicated systems. It's amazing. That's one good dev, man. They've always pump out good work. They always have good stuff. In Quick Santa, it's not just the whole fish, a tilapia, it's got to be filleted. So I don't remember if you need a skill to fillet, don't you? I don't remember, but you have to make sure you fillet it before you give it to them. This chocolate cornflake bar is really good. I'll take your word for it. Alright, I'm gonna head to the... Before we get started at work here, I'm gonna head up to the University of Bod because, what was unlocked recently? I forgot. Aromatics was unlocked. So that's fun. I'm gonna go grab that. I did a lot of fishing because I needed that fish to go get my vine. So I did a lot of fishing, guys, and I pulled up 2 hookahs while I was fishing. So in case we need to hit the hookah, we can do that. What else do I need? Oh! The Easter egg event. So these eggs were dropped all over Egypt. Right here. All over the place. They weren't common or anything. It is a big map, remember, but they were dropped, and you had to take them to different places depending on what kind of advancement you want in the game. And the one that won out, the University of Architecture, if you took your eggs to the University of Architecture, they're going to work on a way to make structural reinforcements for bonfires, so people can build gigantic bonfires. That's not what I would have picked, but whatever, that's what people wanted. I kept my egg. I can open it. If you open up the egg, there are rabbit bones inside. People suspected that either there would be a rabbit inside the egg, or chickens, and they weren't far off. It was rabbit bones. At least that's what I'm told. I've not opened up my egg, and I don't plan to either. Sounded like I was fishing for hookers. Hookah. 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 There is hookah smoking in this game. What? You got 6 rabbits in your egg? No bones? So there are rabbits. So what was... Would some eggs have bones in it then? Rabbit bones means they didn't open it soon enough. I don't know, maybe. What are the bones for? I don't know. So what was it, Quicksano? Was it like some had bones and some had rabbits? I'm a little bit worried. I'm not going to open mine. I'm going to keep it. Because I want 5 months down the line to be able to say I still got my Easter egg. 3 male, 3 female. Oh, you know what? Oh, you opened it yesterday? Was the event still going on when you opened it? I wonder if you got real rabbits if you opened it during the event, but once the event was over, it turns to rabbit bones. That would be hilarious. Yeah, hookah. So there's herbs in this game, right? Like tons of herbs. And you can smoke them for stat buffs, temporary stat buffs. I've actually never gotten into that system before, but I've been pretty lucky with my herb gathering this tale, so maybe I will. I think it was about an hour before the event ended. I wonder if that's the case. If you opened it up before the event ended, you get real rabbits. If you did not, then the rabbits died and you get bones. That sucks because I was going to use it as an insurance policy in case I couldn't get a rabbit. If that's the case, that I don't get a rabbit anyways. Oh well. No big deal. I got an egg. And that's all I care about. What else did I get? Oh, I caught my 4th ibis, so I don't need ibis anymore. Let me check to see. Human body, safari. So I've had my 4 gazelles for a long time. I got my 4th ibis. I got 3 otters, 4 bullfrogs. I caught my last bullfrog, guys. And I've got 1 fennec so far. So I'm getting up there in safari. Sometimes insurance doesn't pay. What if you wait till next year and open it? I don't know, Thorn. I think I might actually try that, though. My guess is you probably still get rabbit bones. But I'm going to keep mine just in case. You've learned aromatics. Allows one to expertly blend fragrant incense using a scent lab and an incense prong. I have not done aromatics at all. So that'll be interesting. Alright, we're going to head into town so you guys can see my new pet. I'm keeping my Fabergé egg, I am. A fossil rabbit. So I got a new pet. And I'll show it off to you guys in just a moment. In full disclosure, the dev did give me the pet. There's little tables here. It never does that. I did not get the monkey. The monkey didn't come out until a couple days ago. You can get the monkey now. Wait, how much was the monkey? I didn't even check. I'd like to get the monkey. The problem with the monkey is that it doesn't do anything. It just sits there, which is fine. It moves, but it doesn't like do anything. Nope, I didn't get a kitty either. I got something better than a kitty. But it doesn't work like a kitty. The monkey is 2,500 perk points. Okay. Oh, I could show you off my new guild as well, and show you where I'm going with that. You heard someone talking about my pet in Avaris? Yes. So, okay, the way the pets work, each pet works a little differently than the next. Cats are like the most fully functional pet, because you can customize what they look like, you can customize their size, and they follow you around everywhere. And they'll run. They'll do tricks if you pet them. Some of them will like lie on their side, or stuff like that. So cats are like the most fully functional pet. Whereas a panda is like a freaking statue, right? You put that on your lawn and it just sits there. Panda doesn't even move. Monkey will just sit there, but the monkey moves. He'll do stuff with his hands and whatnot. Your big dumb cat doesn't do anything either. So like a real cat then. Why does it have to do anything? It's not what your pet can do for you, but what you can do for your pet. But you do want it to like walk with you, right? The cat is the only one that will walk with you. The panda, the monkey, and the one I'm about to show you does not walk with you. However, the one I got is a little different. The one I got, you can set nodes, up to 49 nodes, and he'll walk between the nodes forever. So you can like set up like a system on where he will go, and you just leave him there, and he walks around going from node to node. So what I did is I set up a system in the town center for my little guy to walk around and police the area looking for foreign invaders. I didn't know that's what I was going to get. I thought it was going to follow me around like a cat. So I was a little bummed out. But allowing him to like police an area is kind of funny, so I'm good with that. Like a fence? Oh, you mean the cat doesn't do anything like a fence. Coincidentally, we're going to put up some fences today. A ranch like this. Not that I have anything to put in it, but it's not terribly expensive, and I felt I would kick myself if I were to find a bull or a cow and I don't have a ranch to put it in. So I figured I may as well get one up today in case I do find one. Alright, I'll do the guild after we go to the pet. My game's lagging a little bit. That's the game, not the stream, by the way. Not like the nodes make a perimeter for the pet. Well, they can, because you can set the nodes anywhere. So what I did is I set specific nodes around here, so it looks like he's walking around and investigating stuff. Fingers crossed for a turtle. That'd be cool to have a turtle, but it's not a turtle. He's a little quicker than a turtle. He lives in here. I see him! This is my pet. He's an otter! Watch, he's gonna go up to the map and he's gonna check it out. And then he should get on his feet. Well, he doesn't always get on his feet. But sometimes he'll get on his feet and, like, look at the map. So these are all nodes. When he stops, that's a node. So he'll stop there, and then what the game does, or at least what I think it does, is it determines an action. The action is either to stand up or to walk to another node. And so I put like 15 nodes in the area that he can walk to. Wait till you see him stand up. It's really cute. Stand up, little guy. He won't do it. He's just walking back and forth. And his name... see if I can get his name. His name is Emmett. Does anybody recognize that reference? I'm not sure any of you are going to recognize that reference. He's just going back and forth between the... there he goes. He's going to a different one, but he won't stand up. So the node starts in the water, and then it goes over to these plants, and then it comes over here. He checks out the map. He checks out the horses. He won't stand up at all. What's going on with him? Muppets! There you go. Coyote knows. And I have him go all the way over to this altar over here. This is the altar everybody uses for weddings. So what I'm hoping is that he'll be at the altar when people get married. I'm waiting for him to stand up because it's really adorable. He gets on his two little legs and look at this. Look how small he is. Stand up. Why won't he do it? He's making me look bad. He knows he's being used. That's the problem. He hasn't done it a single time. That's really weird. The film with the jug band, right? Absolutely, Coyote. That's the one. It was an old HBO Christmas special, like in '88, I want to say, or '89, and there were Muppets, but it wasn't like the usual Muppets. Kermit was in it, but that was it. And Kermit just did the intro for the movie. Everyone else was like all new, and it was an interesting movie. In that, oh, he went to a new node. He went on the other side. It's an interesting movie in that it wasn't their best work. It was, and I always felt that like the Dark Crystal is like the pinnacle of puppeteering. I think the Dark Crystal is a masterpiece, and There he goes! And Emmett Otter was no Dark Crystal. You like the Mopus, but you don't know about the Otter? Yeah, not a lot of people do. It was an HBO exclusive a long time ago, but then it made like a resurgence in, I want to say, the early 2000s. And I don't know how popular it is anymore. It's worth watching. I mean, I say the puppeteering is bad. It's not awful, but there's a couple scenes where it's like, wow, this is Jim Henson? It looked like he pointed. Yeah, he's cute. And the joke about better than selling snake oil, and someone replies, no one ever wanted to oil a snake anyways. Oh yeah, the dialogue is fine. I mean, it's goofy at times, but it's a Muppet show, right? The dialogue's fine, and the acting is fine. The voices are wonderful. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just the puppets themselves aren't the best work of Jim Henson's. Early 2000s is a long time ago. Yes, it is. It's worth watching. Absolutely worth watching, though. Don't think I'm shitting on it, because when I was growing up, my family watched that every Christmas. It's like it was our family staple. It was A Christmas Story and Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas was our staples, and of course eventually Christmas Vacation as well. But Christmas Vacation's a lot newer. Maybe that's where they got the name for him. For who? This guy. This is mine. I named him Emmett. So anyways, he'll stay here, I guess, forever and scope the place out. Alright, now I'm going to show you guys my new project before we get working on buildings. I'm hoping to get it done by Friday, but I doubt it. But that's the plan. I want to put it in the weekly update. This is my building right here. These are all guilds. This is the Shroomers Guild for people who like to look for mushrooms. This is the Safari Guild for people who like to look for animals. This is the Acrobat Guild for acrobats. This is the Egyptian Hyksos Intelligence Agency for spying. This is the Chicken Brothers, because we're going to be selling chicken. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is Egypt's finest fire and emergency services. I'm gonna have to go out of game for this in a moment. Let's see here. I guess there's nothing important on here, is there? Probably not. I think I can show that. Yeah. Alright, so there's a bug in the game currently where people firing up things that include fire, like a kiln or a forge. There's a bug with a fire where it's like 5 times larger than it's supposed to be, and it looks like your building's kind of going up in flames. It's not. It's just a bug. But people started posting all these images in Discord and whatnot of their stuff catching on fire. So I'm like, wouldn't it be funny if I had like a fire department and people could call on me when that happens? You can't do anything about it. It's a bug. It's not like I could go put it out, but I could role play it out. And I kind of liked the idea, but then I thought, well, the bug's going to get fixed, and then my fire department would be kind of useless. So I'm like, all right, how about I make it fire and emergency services, and I can fabricate emergencies. Yes, you're right, Thorn. Emmett Otterton in Zootopia was a reference to Emmett Otter. Yep. You guys are right. Someone else pointed that. Who else said that? Oh, it was Thorn. You said it was Zootopia. Yeah. You're absolutely right. Good catch. I really liked it when I was little. I saw it once, and I've remembered that snake joke basically my whole life. It's got a lot of great lines in it. And if you guys want like a quick rundown of the story, it takes place in a little town, and it's not just otters. there's badgers and beavers and other animals there. And Emmett Otter lives with his mom. They're poor folk. In fact, a lot of people in the town are poor. And Emmett's father died when he was young. And Emmett does odd jobs to help pay for the bills. And mom does sewing to help pay for the bills. And Emmett's dream was to form a jug band and perform in a local talent contest in order to win a prize. And the mom's dream was the same thing, because the prize was enough money to buy something new. Like I forget what the items were. It's so weird because I've seen the show like 30 times. And so what happens is Emmett destroys the mom's wash tub in order to make a wash tub base, and Emmett's mom destroys I forgot what she destroyed to make some new dress or something like that, or she sold something to make a new dress. She hawked Emmett's tools to make a dress for herself. It's kind of weird. And they both go into the talent show, and I won't tell you what happens, but that's kind of the gist of the show. It's a sweet little show, and I totally recommend it. Anyways, Egypt's Finest Fire and Emergency Services. Basically, what I have here is, in case of emergency, chat fixer with 911. And I'll show you what I've got going for that. Perhaps. Nope, wrong window fixer. What am I doing? This one. Yep, we'll go this route. So, Egypt's Finest Fire and Emergency Services is going to be a choose-your-own-adventure game disguised as an answering service. Oh, you remember the wash basin part? Yeah, so he has a wash tub. He drilled a hole in the wash tub, which obviously ruins the wash tub. And he sticks a stick in it, and he puts strings on it, and it becomes a wash tub base. Anyways, so I'm making a choose-your-own-adventure in this game, and it's disguised as a answering service for an emergency hotline. So in case someone has an emergency, they chat me and they dial 911, and I've got these options here. It works like a phone service, even though there's no phones in game, but it's roleplay, who cares, whatever. So welcome to Egypt's Finest Fire and Emergency Services. Our operator is busy right now protecting Egypt. If this is an actual emergency, please stay on the line and choose from the following. 1. If your kiln or some other object is uncontrollably on fire and your compound is filling up with smoke, please press 1. If a Monty's cat's left shits all over your lawn, please press 2. If you live in a region that has been occupied by the Kush and you fear for your life, please press 3. If you are the Kush, please press 4. And so on. And when they choose one of these things, it's going to branch out into additional story. Each one of them will. And it's not going to be terribly deep. It's going to be 3 or 4 deep. Some of them might even be deeper than that. So, so when someone chats me and calls 911, what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste this intro to them, and then I'm going to paste each one of these 10 options. They're going to press one of these buttons, and I'll give them the new options, and so on and so forth. And the goal, I shouldn't be showing you this, but it's not like a whole bunch of people watch me anyways. And the goal is to kind of surprise people with a very wordy, hokey system that they weren't expecting at all when they did this. And that's it. There's absolutely no point to it, other than to get a laugh out of it myself, really. So, I'm working on that, and I hope to have it done as soon as I can. And put it in a weekly update that there's an emergency service that people can call, and then I want to see who gets curious and calls it. I should find a copy and show it to Goober. Absolutely, man. Kids would love it. It's got, I mean, it's a Muppet show, so made for kids. Totally. All right, let's get the hell out of here. Now that I've given away my secret. You know you've made it when you start referring to your online personality in the third person, really. Wife cuts and sells her long hair to get a chain for her husband's heirloom pocket watch. Husband pawns his heirloom pocket watch to get his wife fancy combs for her hair. Yeah, that's about similar. Yeah. Only in this case, Emmett destroys the wash tub that the mom uses for the both of them for his own jug man. He doesn't do it for, well, okay, I should take that back. He does it for his own jug band, but the point was to join or to win the contest so he could buy, what was it that he wanted to buy? He wanted to buy his mom a fancy dress. And the mom hocked Emmett's tool chest in order to win the contest and buy Emmett's, I think, a guitar, if I remember correctly. Which, I mean, when you get right down to it, both were quite irresponsible. They were poor, they weren't able to pay their bills, and they both destroyed or got rid of something that they use exclusively to pay bills. It's a completely ridiculous story about doing something nice for someone else. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but it's still it's a cute story. They were kind of selfish instead of well, to be fair, Emmett did it so he could buy his mom something, and the mom did it to buy Emmett something. So that's where the kindness comes from. But in the end, it's still like, you guys got rid of your source of income. Come on. A DVD on Amazon is $30? Oh, jeez. Well, doesn't Disney own it now? I would assume Disney owns the rights, don't they? So couldn't you get it wherever Disney's streaming? Is Disney's streaming service out yet? You know, that was on Netflix once. Hold on. Is that still on Netflix? I'm gonna look it up. Emmett's Otter. It is not. Really? I searched for Emmett Otter, and the first result is The Crown. The second result is Friends. The third result is The Ranch. Are you serious? Netflix's search is awful. If I'm looking for Emmett Otter's Jugman Christmas, I am not looking for The Crown or Friends or The Ranch. That is awful. God. Alright. Speaking of ranch, let's build a ranch. Hold on, I gotta make sure my rope is still being done. Also, I've got fire bricks I need to fire up. I don't need my map anymore. Dink, 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 and dink. I got someone calling my name. I gotta check it out. Okay. I got thread going. Did I finish all my rope? I wonder, because it was an HBO exclusive, right? So would HBO own the rights? It was an HBO exclusive. I don't know. You may be right, Coyote. I wonder if HBO... You know what? Well, I've got HBO. Hold on. Let me check to see if HBO has it on their service. Emmett's Otter is not on HBO, but they still may hold the rights. It's probably nowhere because HBO and Disney both share rights. Therefore, nobody gets to have it. That type of thing. Just typical baloney, right? Okay, ranch time. What do I need for a ranch? 50 boards, 200... I put wood, but I think I mean bricks. The ranch is big, too. I don't know where I'm going to put that thing. 50 boards, and I need 30 rope, which I got on me. And I need 200 bricks. That actually doesn't seem like a lot as far as a ranch goes. I also don't know where I want to put it. Like this right here should be all compounds by long. This is going to expand out this way. This is going to expand out that way. So I think I want to put my ranch like over here. I could put it maybe down here by my sheep. Yeah, Netflix is terrible. You get How the Grinch Stole Christmas right next to Drag Me to Hell Christmas, a little town of Bethlehem. That's actually funny. But it is awful. You're right. You're absolutely right. Projects. Farming. Ranch. I need... What do I not have? Oh, it is 200 wood. Okay, so that wasn't a typo. Well, I've got wood anyways, so... That makes more sense, because there's no bricks in this thing. That's how big a ranch is. And it messes with the terrain. I don't like this lump. It's neat that terrain will adjust to your buildings. I just wish it did it better and more consistently than it does. See, like if I put it here, I'm going to have this slope all over the place, and I hate that. I don't want that. Alright, let's go up here then. By these trees. Alright, that's a little better. A little bit of slope here, but that's not bad at all. Alright, let's see how far to the right here I can go. Okay, that's not bad. That's better. Okay, I think I'm going to stick with this. I got me a ranch, ladies and gentlemen. Construct a food trough. I did not know I needed to do this. Are you serious? Oh, and it takes tar for a water trough? Oh. And 100 jugs of water. Jesus. Well, that's news to me. God bless America. In 2013, Vivendi Entertainment released Emma Otter's Jug Band Christmas on DVD Collector's Edition. Right. I remember reading about that, but I think the streaming is the problem. I think. Wait, Vivendi owns HBO, don't they? Hold on. Do they not? They don't. How do they own it then? Because they don't own Disney. Who knows? That stuff's so complicated. There was a live stage version of Emmett Otter in 2008? Are you serious? Oh my god. I need to get that on video. Send it to my family. Yeah, fixed animals need food to live and water is recommended. That's a ridiculous requirement. Ridiculous. No, I thought that the troughs came with the ranch. is what I was getting at. I can afford the food trough. I cannot, however, I can't do the water because I don't think I have tar. And I don't have 100 jugs of water. Which is fine. I don't need to get those right now. I got other stuff I can do. I'm gonna see if I got tar. I don't think I do. Yeah, no tar. Alright, well that's cool. I got one step done. I just got 2 more steps to go, and that's not a big deal. What's next? How about the Beetle locker? You guys probably want to see the Beetle locker. It's actually a pretty building. It's not big, but it's pretty. 50 boards. And 100 bricks and 20 slate. I got the bricks on me. Let's grab the slate. Actually, let's grab some clay, too. And, hold on. I need to start multitasking because I got a lot of stuff to do. Let's grab my flax. All right, let's plop a jug on here because I'm going to need all those for the trough. Let's separate some flax through here. And in case you guys don't remember, this thing lets me take the tow and the straw and the lint out of flax so I can then weave it into twine. And I need these as well. Wood, 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 wood. Bricks, 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 bricks. Fire, 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 and fire. Okay. I'm gonna put my Beetle locker up here, I think. I don't remember how big terrariums are. I think I could fit 2 in one of these little squares. Alright, blueprints. Bannon. Projects. Storage? Cuffrey's locker. How many of these can I fit? Can I fit 2? I'm excited for beetle breeding and wine. I'm excited for both of them. So this is Kefri's locker, and this is where we can store our bugs. Unfortunately, we can't look at our bugs. I can drop them so you guys can see them. I'll show you what they look like right now before we get to breeding. There's 3 different species and male and female of each. You jump in that fire was lit. Yeah, that fire is a little bit loud. Right, so this is a speckled beetle. So you can see these really detailed marks on its back. And when you start breeding, these marks change, and they can get pretty elaborate. So that's a speckled beetle. Female. This is a plains beetle. He's this gray beetle with these red marks on him. It's so big. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's up, Southern Pretzel? And a burrowing beetle. So those are the 3 beetles that we have to work with. So all of the designs that you guys are going to see, remember, I want you to remember that these are the 3 base beetles. And you'll be amazed at the designs that people come up with just out of these beetles. But it's one of the most loved mechanics in the game, beetle breeding. And now I can store my beetles in here instead of having them on me taking up space. Scarabs! Kefri's locker. Catch a wild beetle, grow cabbage. Rename a bread beetle. Yeah, I can't do any of that stuff yet. Alright, Stash my beetles. If I remember correctly, you don't need to feed them when they're in the locker, only when they're in the terrarium. Stash all beetles. I can mulch the beetles into Kefri's essence. I don't remember what Kefri's essence does. There you go. There's my first step into beetle breeding is building this locker. It is a cool looking locker. So a terrarium looks pretty much what you would expect a terrarium to look like. In fact, I'm here. I'll look one up and show you guys from an old tale what they look like. I'll look up Kefri. Actually, hold on. Where's my other window? Since I know you guys are really into the Kefri. Okay. Scarab Gardens. This is a Scarab Garden here. I was hoping for a larger picture. Not much larger. So this is where the contest happens. People place their beetles here. It's actually not the beetle, but a sculpture of the beetle. So you keep the beetle, and it always stays in terrarium, but you make a sculpture of your beetle over here, and then people judge which they like best. Where is the terrarium, though? There's a terrarium. Wow, they changed. They used to look a little different. So you got this little beetle stand here in a box, and the beetle. Well, I thought it was the beetle on top that changed. A beetle shows up on top to let you like browse through what beetles are inside of it. I'm putting a link on the Discord. A band called the Hellblinky Sextet did a Christmas album that covered Emmett Otter. Are you serious? That's awesome. Thank you, Coyote. Let's see if we can get some pictures of some beetles. Of bread beetles. Alright, so this is from Tale 3. So this is what, 11, 12 years ago? These are examples of beetles back then. So those beetles that we just saw, they can be bred to look like this. And so what you do is when you get something with a really unique design like this, is its offspring, you'll trade with other people, and then you can kind of like start breeding their beetle with your beetle to come up with new patterns and stuff. But you can tell that a lot of these possibly have the same ancestors, because you can see, look at their back, how they all have this design on their back. That tells me that it's very possible a lot of these had the same ancestor. See, look at, he's got one too. It's really nifty. What would be cool, and I actually suggested this to the dev, I don't think it's going to happen because it costs money to make a game, is I think that they should make like a mobile mini game that's tied to this, so you can actually keep your beetles on your mobile game, whether it's Android or iOS. You can look through your beetles, you can breed them there, share them with people, and that way you can like handle that stuff out of game as well. I think that would be really cool, but I don't know how possible it would be because, well, I'm not a developer. I don't know shit about that. But it would be cool because people who don't play A Tale in the Desert could do it too. And you know how like breeding games are pretty popular, right? People dig that kind of stuff. Okay, so we got ourselves Kefri's Locker. We got ourselves a ranch. What else we got? Oh, the vineyard. Where do I want to put my vineyards? What do I need for my vineyards? 40 boards, 12 rope, and 25 nails. Okay, I got that. So that's step one, guys, to beetle breeding. There's a ways to go for someone like me. because you need glass in order to make a terrarium, and I'm not able to make glass quite yet. So I got a little bit of work to do, but I'm hoping within the next couple of weeks, it'll be possible to do that. There's still technologies, though. I think you need paint. Paint? Yes. Well, paint is used for the sculpture. I don't think you need paint to build the terrarium. I don't know. Anyways, I'm still a couple weeks out, and that's the main point. Nails. How many nails do I have? 278. That's good. How much room do I have on me? A lot. Okay. Let's grab me some boards. And what else do we need? Rope, and I got the rope on me. I think I'm going to put my vineyards up front by the ranch. Hopefully this doesn't produce pollution. Do they pollute? Do what? Cows pollute? I don't know. Do you mean cows, Londwin? Are you still in here, Quick Santa? Do you know if ranches produce pollution? If they do, then I don't want to put my vineyard next to it. I don't want my vines to be ruined. I'm a little nervous now, actually. Screw it. I'll take the chance. Oh, do the vineyards pollute? No. The vineyards do not pollute. But the vineyard is affected by its surroundings. So if I were to put up 3 vineyards here, and I were to go perhaps somewhere else, like up here, and put some vineyards up there, I'm going to get different flavors than I will down here. Probably. There are duplicates. It is possible to get duplicates. But, yeah. No, vineyard. A windproof incense burner. Takes copper sheeting and glass rods. Yeah, I don't have any of that. Alright, I'm hoping that ranches don't get expanded. I don't think they do. I think if you want more cows, I think you have to build a second ranch. Alright, vineyard. Let's just put it right next to it, I think. There we go. Lovely. I only got 1 clipping, so I'm not going to... Well, I'll put a second one up. Clippings are going to be plentiful pretty soon anyways, so I may as well put these all up. I don't know how far apart they ought to be. I could probably build them that close. Oh, what's up, Tizubi? Thank you, man. Have a free Twitch Prime sub. Thank you. I appreciate that. What? What do I not have enough of? Oh my god, I just burned through all my rope. I have more rope cooking, I think. Does Moobot always thank people? I don't remember Moobot doing that all the time. Rope? Do I have rope done here? I need 12 rope. I used up all my rope. Oh my god. I have rotten flax on me. I can make more. It'll take a while. Make sure I have water. It's been so long since I've done vines. Holy cow. I'm excited. And we have a wine book. Did I show you guys the wine book yet? I'm not even sure if I did. I don't even know where it is. Special? Wine notebook. Open your notebook. So you get a wine notebook where you kind of like log all the wines that you've tasted. So once you're done with this, I don't think you can get the second notebook until you're done with the first. So I have to drink 25 or 28 unique wines, and then 14 high alcohol wines, 14 good quality wines, and 7 older vintages. I don't remember how long a vintage is though. And I used to be so into winemaking, I don't remember. Is it... I want to say it's a 1 in-game month, but I could be wrong. Plant my cutting, which is called appreciation. How many wine clips are in the game? I forget. Is it 7? I think it's 7. It might be fewer than that. Anyways. What? Oh, it just lagged out. Okay. So there we go. My first vine. And we have all these different qualities to this guy. It's got 9 grapes on it to start out. We have acid, color, quality, skin, sugar, and 100 vigor. I'm going to have to read up and refresh my memory about how to work all this. But there's different ways you can take care of these vines, and they'll affect these things, all these stats individually in various ways. I'm gonna have to read up on it though, because it's been 11 years since I've done it. And I think it's once per day you can clip a cutting off of it, and that way you can give it to somebody else, or grow more for yourself. Take a cutting of the vine. Can you do it right away? I wonder if your stream works on the now discontinued Roku app. It does? Interesting. Twitch doesn't... Twitch had an app on the Roku? I did not know that. I have a Roku, but I haven't used it in years. Can I take a cutting off the vine? I don't want to ruin my shit. I think I can take a cutting right away. It's once per day, right? Oh my god. Nice arbor. Yeah, and you know, if you go ham on it, you'll see people with like 20 vineyards growing shit, and you'll see them all over the place. It's pretty neat. I so much want to take a clipping. I'll leave it though. I should read up on it before I just do stuff willy-nilly. Okay, so that is done. Those were the 3 most important things I wanted to get done today. Try to force people into buying Amazon TV. That makes sense. Alright, I'm going to build something completely useless now. I'm going to build a statue. Or trophy? Do they call them trophies, I think? A faction trophy? I need more bricks, though. I got bricks. I think this is a pond, and it's completely useless, but I want to build one anyway. Go beans to Zuby. Alright, so if you guys remember, I'm going to be expanding this compound out a little bit. In fact, I'll put it up how I want to do this. I'm going to add some sectors here. Kind of hug my guild halls. And I'm going to try to decorate the front a little bit. Because I'm going to put more guild halls in the back here. So I'm going to decorate the front a bit. I can't get too close to the road, though. I think this sign is as close as I can get. And I want to build this chintzy little fountain somewhere up front here. Oh, you need a medium construction site for that, I bet. Or can you just build it willy-nilly? Where is that at? Is it under skills or projects? Decorative faction. Oh, you don't need to do a construction site. Can I put this like right under my... Hold on. Can I do this? I wonder if it'll let me. Might be too close to the road. Although everybody's probably going to do it this way. Can I build that? A crooked ass sign. I can! This is my faction initiate trophy. Isn't there an associate trophy? How do I get that? I figured there was a trophy for each level up. Are there geese near the pond? There's no geese. We just had the ducks. Oh, actually a goose was one of the ducks, so to speak. But they don't do anything. They're just little static birds. I did build more hives, guys. I had 2 here, and I plopped a few more down. We're gonna see how many we get here. I needed to start producing more beeswax. Okay, they're all... They just got their bees because they're not producing anything. Okay. Amelia's talking to me. Is Amelia listening in? Tazubi's a follower. Yeah. Because Tazubi's in one of my guilds, and he asked me a question, and I told him I was streaming. So I couldn't help him at the moment. I can do that when I'm done, though. Alright, so I'm going to be getting more beeswax, so that's going to be nice. Hop back in to answer your question from a minute ago. Need more levels and local leadership to build the higher rank stuff. Ah. I should go check what the cost is then. They're completely useless, but they can look nice for decorating your camp. That is cool. They don't poop? Wait, who doesn't poop? Why are we talking about poop? Gonna drop in my honey, my royal jelly. In your book, aesthetic stuff is never useless. Especially in this game, right? I mean, it's not like we have a whole bunch of aesthetic options. And look at the landscape. I'm okay with it because I have nostalgia bias. But, I mean, come on, look at this. I understand that this is pretty bland. So anything to make things look a little bit nicer, yeah, I'm with you on that. Did I switch over to game yet? I'm still on desktop. That's inefficient. There we go. The geese, is it only the bulls that poop? No. The geese didn't do anything. The only thing the geese did was they coughed up a seed. A watermelon seed? I don't know why the goose would have a watermelon seed, but that's what it did. However, the sheep also poop. And the camels poop as well. So bulls, cows, camels, and sheep poop. I don't know if anything else poops. And I don't know why you guys are so fascinated with the poop. Digital geese don't poop or attack people. Clearly they are superior to real geese. Real geese are assholes. Is there... I wonder if someone's put on the wiki yet what the faction decoration looks like. I would hope so, but it doesn't appear people are too fond of using the wiki. I think a lot of people are not using it out of spite, which is silly. Nope, it's not there. So nobody's got pictures yet up on the wiki. Alright, maybe I'll go do that then. Oh, but they got the requirements. I don't need to go into town. 100 jugs of water and 10 leather. I don't know if I have leather. And I know I don't have 100 jugs of water. It's just slow you use it though. Do a wiki search, I'll tab back to the game for an hour. Yeah, the wiki needs to be sped up. That's for sure. Hey, Kitmits, if art taught me anything, it's that poop sells. Yes. Poop sells in this game too, because you can turn it into saltpeter. And digital geese don't need digital goose booties. So they are better for this Ancient Times game as well. I want to see what the second faction thing looks like. It's probably like a fountain with a statue in it. It's probably not much different. A faction associate trophy is just the way they describe it. Okay. So what do you guys think? You guys think I should get a monkey, or should I save my money and get something different at a later date? I can always wait. I don't need the monkey now. I got my otter to hold me over for a while. Where is the chicken store? It's in town, but we don't really have a chicken store yet. It's just like a chicken headquarters. The Chicken Brothers. But I think we plan to talk this week on how to handle our chicken stores and whatnot. Building it all across the land. Franchising! Selling chicken. Because people like chicken. Just buy all the things all the time. I don't have the perk points for all the things. Can it cook geese too? No. Nope, but you can sure as hell cook chickens when we get chickens. We don't have chickens yet. Save my money just in case something better comes along than a monkey. As much as I want the monkey, the downside to the monkey is that it's stationary. It just sits there. That is the downside. But it's still a monkey. What do I want to do? I'm going to do some fire bricks as well. And I really hate that my compound is it's dug into the ground. It's driving me up a wall. And I can't tear it down because I used perk points to buy this damn thing. It's always so loud. I want to eat straw later too, so I ought to dry some of that. And I need to start making more rope, don't I? You can't, you just gotta bug Mallard to refund the permit? Really? I might do that. I like where it's at. That's exactly where I want it. I just wish the game did a better job in altering the terrain to fit the buildings. Because this is... Because when I'm over here making bricks and doing stuff at the water, and I come up here, I can't click my chests. They're blocked. It's my own damn fault, but I wish there was an easy way to fix it. But that's always been in the game. That's never changed. That's always been crappy like that. You could probably use your camp deco to have the terrain leveled. Really? Do you think so? Hmm. I'm gonna dry some grass into straw so we can make more bricks later on, which I'll do off stream. I don't like doing the grindy stuff on stream. Depending on which world builder you get. Makes sense? Goose is delicious. And you get to feel a sense of victory in eating an evil, grumping bird. Take that species lower in the food chain. Poppet had a chicken store on the Prefrag Minecraft server. Did she really? Prefrag had a Minecraft server? I don't remember that. Oh! I remember that. I remember Poppet asking us to join her, didn't she? They're working on standardizing the camp deco package, though. No clue how that's going to shake out. You should see the Google slides I did of what I want done. It did. It was a big deal. Was that while Free Frag was popular in Team Fortress 2? Same thing? It was around that time? It was somewhere around that time, wasn't it? Or near the end of the heyday. They sunk a ton of time into making the spawn area in town. Huh. I want to see what Camp Decoration 2 looks like. Does it say how much it costs to build? Or... Oh! Water and leather is... Wait, is water and leather the cost of the skill? Or the cost of the building? Oh, God bless America. Alright, let's go into town. Amelia's here. Hey, Amelia. Amelia, everybody say hi to Amelia. She's been awfully helpful when I do my streams and whatnot. She's always there, and she's quite helpful. She's been super nice. So everybody say hi to Amelia. I'm going to go into town to check up a cost of a skill. I'm going to be right back. It was the end of the golden days, I think. Yeah. Amelia, just Amelia. She got a real nice location, real close to like downtown Avaris. Pretty much as close as you can get to the south of the city. Did you just walk through the building? Yes. The buildings, everything you can walk through. There's really not a whole lot of collision in this game. Basically, the collision that happens is mostly with terrain. Otherwise, you can walk through everything. I guess that's a weird decision in a way, but no one really seems to care. It's probably easier for them to not work on collision hulls, right? Oh, and I found what used to be a rare mushroom. I don't know if it's rare this tale, but I remember from previous tales that the Eye of a Cyrus Mushroom was kind of rare. I found one of those the other day, so that's pretty cool. I'll break it out when we get back to the camp so you guys can see what it looks like. In fact, I could probably break out a lot of the mushrooms and drop them on the ground. Can you do that with mushrooms? I don't know if I've ever done that with mushrooms. I'm gonna try it. A lot of weird looking mushrooms. This looks so awful. Having all this garbage right in front of someone's camp too. When I went to go build my sculpture, and mind you, this was at the beginning of the game, so like there were no sculptures here. Mine was the first, at least in this part of the town. I was going to build it like right here because these pillars, this is the beginning of town. You can't build beyond them. And I was going to build it right here and incorporate it with the pillars. Then I'm like, well, this dude lives here, and I don't want to be building shit in front of his home. And then, of course, a week later, all this shit shows up right in front of this guy's home, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess no one really cares about his home. I guess I could have put my sculpture there. But, whatever. I feel a little bad for the guy, but surely he had to know, I guess, building so close to town, that something like that could happen. Local leadership. Okay, so that is the price of the skill and not the building. I have a Cyrus makes me want to watch the 12 Tasks of Asterisk, but everything is making me want to watch that lately. Holy cow, Amelia! You didn't have to do that. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna go check my leather. I wasn't paying attention. Were you saying hi? Uh-oh. I have 100 jugs here. Sorry, I haven't been paying attention to chat. Oh, thank you, Amelia. Alright, I'm gonna go grab my leather so I can build this thing. Pretty up my area. Yeah, then some asshole littered wood planes all over the damn place. That's right. But the wood planes are understandable. Those were eventually going to go away as soon as Mallard gets around to fixing compounds for factions. You have 500 jugs? Oh my god. Like, this whole area is going to be faction stuff, right? That's... The compound's right here, which I mean, it's not going to cross a road, obviously. What's the plan to put right here? I don't know. These are yours still, right? Five to 6 compounds? I see. Probably cheaper to do it that way. It makes sense. Built 18 days ago. Look at this shit, chat. Scattered all over the place. It looks awful. Before it was bonfires, and now it's wood plane clutter. Yeah. But see, like, when it comes to bonfire clutter, I mean, I understand this, right? Trying to plan out an area for stuff. And when people use bonfires for that, I understand that. But bonfires, oh my god, they look so ugly. Scattered all over the place. Metal and polluting things so as not to pollute bomb Lamani's place. That's cool. Yeah, makes sense. By the way, chat, my Nile is still sterile. I was getting kind of excited because after I tore down my compression furnace, it was a day or 2 days after that is when I started testing positive for metals in my soil. And it hit, I think, 80 or 90. It never hit 100, but it was high enough to obviously be a problem. And after a while, they were going down about 10% per day, I think it was. And on Sunday it went down to 0%. However, I still couldn't grow anything. But everything else went back to normal. The trees were all 60 seconds. No pollution anywhere near me as far as ecology goes. Testing. everything went back to normal. And then suddenly, this past Sunday, all my trees went to above 200 seconds for chopping, which means there was pollution in the area. And I don't know why. I have no idea why. I'm the only one here. This person doesn't play. This person doesn't play. They're not building anything. My nearest active neighbor is this guy, Alan, over here. And I think he's probably far enough away that it shouldn't affect me. But all my trees went to over 200 seconds. And then get this. The next day, gone. All my trees are fine. Well, they were yesterday. I haven't checked them yet today. I'll go check right now, I guess. Yeah, they're fine. So how does a tree go from 200 seconds one day and then or back to 60 seconds the next day? I don't know. Either way, I still can't grow anything. I can't grow onions, I can't grow flax, I can't grow peppers, I can't grow shit. Oh, that's right. I found a lot of sheep this past week. I remember now. When I went to East Kush to go get my vine cutting the first time when I couldn't get it, I ran into a whole bunch of sheep, and I guess because my speed is so high that I had a good success in killing them instead of them running away. So I was able to collect a little bit of leather this week, which is nice. I'll keep my chat open so I can read whatever Amelia sends me. Metal pollution, all the mines. Yeah, but not here. There's no mines near me. All the mines are far away. You picked up an entire herd when I was down in East Kush. Yeah, man. I found several herds down there, and I was very successful in killing them. It was, even though I didn't get the vine cutting, which sucks, I was able to find so many herbs. I found the egg. I found all these sheep. And it's like, well, obviously this is not traversed a whole lot. Probably a good place to put down a cage. Which I hear is 4 bugs now. Cages are. I only got 3 on me. I think. I got 3. Right, and I shoved I think 4 or 5 sheep in my pocket as well. Once you get that strength and dex combination, oh my god, it's so nice. I wanted to build a reactory as well, but I can't because it needs an iron pot. I think an iron pot has to be on a master casting box, is it? Hold on, let me see. Which is too expensive to fire up for just a stupid pot. So I'm not going to do that. Yeah, it's a master's. So I'm not going to build a reactory. A reactory lets me build alloys, or make alloys. Which I gotta start doing, because a lot of things are starting to require alloys. Brass and pewter and steel. Want me to let you know the next time I fire up an MCB? Yeah, that'd be cool, please. Wait, does a reactory do pollution? If it's making alloys, I would assume it does pollution, but I don't know. If that's the case, then I'm not going to build one near my place. I want to eliminate any chance of pollution. Probably. All right. What I'll do is I probably won't build one of my own then. I think there's one over by the limestone pit. Plus Z-Free probably has one too. A reactory, that is. So maybe I'll start using those. Because I'm so sick of dealing with this whatever sterile Nile shit I got going on. I can't have sheep because of it, because I'd have to go somewhere else to do my onions. The faction CPs will have them once the costs are fixed anyways. Oh, that's cool. Local leadership. What? Oh, the jugs need water in them. I'm confused. Oh, yeah, I see, I see. Weird, but whatever. Okay, cool. Let's see what we got here. Probably won't let me do it here. I want to see how much it costs to build this damn thing. Probably more than I can. Yeah, it won't let me check. Oof, I'm thirsty, chat. Hold on a second. I'm gonna get me something to drink. I'm back, chat. Alright, so my plan, you guys, with Kefri's children, the Beetles, my plan is to get 2 terrariums up. And one will be mine and one will be yours. So what we're going to do is I'll keep my Beetles separate in my own terrarium and breed them how I want. And then the other terrarium, I'll let you guys pick and choose which ones you want to keep in there and breed and whatnot. So that's what my ultimate plan would be. So you guys can pretty much have your own Beetles. I want tea, but it's too late at night. Don't they have like caffeine-free tea? Is that a sinful thing to say? Even digs are making problems? What do you mean, Melia? You mean digs are causing pollution problems? Oh boy. That means a lot of cabbage. Yeah. Yeah. But, I mean, veggies will eventually not be too big of a problem, you know? Once we get crossbreeding going and whatnot, we'll be able to grow veggies at a decent pace. It'll be kind of tough at first, but wait, how many cabbage seeds do I have? I got 6. I mean, they don't yield a lot, but I got enough to at least not make it painful. Projects, decorative associate. 500 bricks, 400 boards, and 100 jugs of water. Okay. Of course. I I've got the bricks. I might even have the boards. Hold on. I do not have the boards. I just used up my boards building everything else. Alright, well, I'll save that one for next stream. Yeah, no boards there. I don't think I have any boards anywhere else. Oh, I wanted to show you guys the shrooms. Oh, hey, Yuki, how's it going? Good to see you here. I don't have any wet fire bricks. I used them all already? Okay. They told me not to drink tea while I was pregnant because of the caffeine, and I actually did the math to figure out how much tea I would need to drink before I passed the unhealthy limit. All right, I want to see what this mushroom looks like. This was rare in previous tales. I don't know if it's still rare. Because that stuff can fluctuate from tale to tale. To kind of, you know, switch things up a little bit. But some things stay the same, so, you know. There you go. There's an Eye of a Cyrus Mushroom. The sun is, like, directly above us, so it's kind of hard to see. We got some J.J. Abrams flare going on. It's actually not that great of a mushroom. There are other interesting looking mushrooms. You know what? Do insects look like anything? Hold on. What do insects look like when you drop them? I've never done that before. Oh, just like a little Starbucks coffee cup, basically. Little container. Okay. You read her name, Yucatan? Yuki Cyan. That's what I assumed it was. Don't tell me I've been pronouncing your name wrong all this time. I hope not. I assumed it was Yuki Cyan because your name is in Cyan. And you never corrected me, so when people don't correct me about their name, then I assume it's correct. What do herbs look like when you drop them, then? I've never done any of this stuff. Oh, like a little pepper grinder. I had no idea. This would look great as a table leg for my sculpture. I'm gonna do that. I don't know which herbs are rare, though. I got 12 of this one. I probably shouldn't do this, because I don't know enough about herbs to know which ones are rare, and I probably will screw it up. Kill a rare one. I'll figure it out later. Put down a fishing lure? Okay. Do I have a fishing lure? I don't think I do. I can make one, though. I don't have anything above 11, though, because I've been fishing. It's right both ways. Yuki Cyan, like the color, and Yuki-chan as the Japanese pronunciation. Oh. I did not know. I'll use a desert millipede because I get lots of those in my trees. So skills, fishing, fly tying, we'll make a lure. What? Do I not have thread on me? I thought I did. Where are the lures? For Pete's sake, I had one on me. So are the lures different depending on what they are? Probably not. That'd be a lot of art to do. Yeah. I've never put a lure down before. You're gonna pronounce it as George. Cool. I dropped the lure. All right, let's start spinning more rope. I wanted to put up a third vineyard before I take off today. Oh, and my sea lily, I've been keeping it fertilized. I don't know how much fertilization it needs before I can duplicate it, but I've been feeding it religiously. It's still here doing absolutely nothing. I don't know anything about this stuff. Zilch. We checked the otter, we checked our bees, we checked our egg. That was on my to-do list. Reactory was, but I'm gonna pass on the reactory. Amelia says it'll start budding after a while. Do you know how long a while is? And as far as feeding it goes, how frequent do you feed it? Because I was thinking about that, and I never looked it up. I should have just looked it up. But I get the feeling that it's not once per real life day. I got a feeling that it's like once per game day, isn't it? Which means you could feed it fairly frequently. Did I figure out how to harvest seeds from the poop? I wouldn't say figure it out, but I did get a seed from my poop. But we don't know why. We don't know the exact conditions that need to happen for it to be 100% successful. We're still trying to figure that out. But luckily I still have my pepper seed. Is that all the silt I have? Usually there's a lot more silt around here. My name can only be pronounced one way. Maybe I need more mystery in my life. Yeah, probably Wood and Sayot. We can butcher your name if you want. Also, there was this warehouse in town. I don't know who put it up, but it's kind of nice. It was like it's a community warehouse where everybody's had access to it, and it's a take something, leave something type thing. Well, thanks, Amelia. So I was poking through it. I didn't expect there to be anything of value in there, but there was actually a lot of things of value in there. I was shocked that someone just didn't get greedy and gut it, because there were so many good things in there. I thought that was really cool. And in fact, it was so cool that there was one item in there that I really needed that I didn't have, and that was a resin wedge. So I'm like, okay, so I grabbed a resin wedge, and then I went and I dropped 5 linen in there as a, you know, take something, leave something type of thing. So that was pretty cool. Resin wedge lets me nick trees and grab the resin out of it. Some of these resins are needed to make the alloys. Like stout palm is needed for one of the alloys. I don't remember what it was. And same thing with these. The resin out of these things, these hawthorns, these are needed for one of the alloys as well. So I've got lots of resin now to help out with alloys, which is pretty cool. I wasn't able to do that before. Are you able to get more lilies? Yes, but not right now. Once time has passed and people are getting buds from their lilies, people will start trading them, and some people will have 20 or 30 lilies in their collection And they look different to varying degrees and colors and whatnot. So yeah, we'll get more lilies for sure. The bulb fertilizing has a timer. So you're saying if I go to fertilize it again, it'll deny me? I'm gonna go get more fertilizer. Also, I've been working mines. Look at all my gems, guys. These are these medium guys here, the medium topaz and emerald. Those will come in handy for the test of towers, which I think I'm going to try to do sometime this week. In fact, what do we got coming up? I can't get rid of these two things off my calendar. They're just there permanently. I don't know what's up with that. The whistle while we work from March 10th, and when I advanced Bedouin, I can't get rid of them. They're just there. The Hour of Hand of Man. Hand of Man is which one? Oh my god. Is that the one with the veggies? Hand of Man is... No, not veggies. It's ash. I don't have any ash. It's also rubies. I don't have any rubies. Alright, so I'm not going to do that one. Rich soil? I can do rich soil. This is the one where you build towers across Egypt and you control all the land closest to you. And there's different types of towers that you have to build at certain times. So rich soil has its own hour, Hand of Man, and they're all use different materials. The rich soil one I can do because it is bricks, which are easy, clay lamp, which is easy. It's 20 of each veggie, which is easy, although I'd have to go somewhere else to grow the damn things. 50 saltpeter, which I cannot do, actually. Saltpeter, you need poop, and I don't have any poop. Alright, how about this? Since you guys haven't seen this yet, I'm gonna put my sheep... I killed all my sheep. I think you get sheep with, hold on. I gotta go into town. I think you get sheep at one of the schools when you pre-order the game. I'm gonna go grab those. Because I have like 30 onions, and that's enough to put them in there and get started, and I can work on onions later. But that way, you guys get to see what the sheep look like when they're in the pen. Because I don't think you guys have seen that yet. So, the rich soil one, I can do if I can get poop. And I can do the solid land one, which is also bricks, clay lamp, cut stones. I got all that. It's white sand, which is easy to get because it's right by my camp. White sand is like regular sand, but it's white. And it's heavy. Like really heavy. And it takes quartz, so I can build one of those too. So hopefully I can get in on the towers quite soon. Uni, not schools, Amelia says. What do you mean, Amelia? For the sheep? Are you sure about that? I think the sheep are at schools. At the school. I just don't remember which school. I want to say worship. University of Thought? What's at the University of Thought? Tazubi says the sheep are at a school. I think they are. It's a lot closer, so I'm going to check the school first anyway. Is that what you're talking about, Amelia? The sheep? Or are you talking about something else? The test? Are you talking about the test? School for sure, not positive which one. Yeah, I'm not either. I want to say worship, but that's the nice thing about having all the schools right here. Bah. Sheep. I wonder if it's both. I bet you it's both. I would not be surprised if it's both. But since the school is right near me, I'm gonna go check that out first. I think this was the warehouse where it's give one, take one, guys. It is. Who made that? Who made this? Goodrune? I don't even know who that is. There's saltpeter in here. Papyrus seeds, nice. One of my linens is still in here, guys. Flint hammers, that's nice. Crowbars, those are needed for the cheese to open up the barrels and whatnot. Look at another resin wedge is in here. See, I think that's cool, and it's really neat that someone just doesn't go over there and just gut it out and take all those things. 'Cause there's some valuable things in there, especially to a newer player who doesn't have a whole lot of stuff. That can get them kickstarted pretty well on some things. So I'll start dropping more stuff down in there. I think that's a good idea. Can't educate sheep. They have hereditary learning, but you generally can't teach them new things. I figured out a way how to incorporate your flame retardant sheep comments into my system, Coyote. Is this worship over here? That's harmony. And it doesn't say supplies. I think this might be worship. Would make sense if it's right behind the altar. That's architecture. That one might be worship. Or thought. I don't remember. I've only been here 100 times. Prepaid goodies. Here we go. Here's my sheep. Anything else in here I can get? Wow, I don't think I have any of these herbs for foraging. Oh, God. Preservation. I don't even know what that does. It needs papyrus paper? I don't even remember what that does. There's so many stinking skills in this game. Doggy bags for preservation. Oh my God, I left without my stupid sheep. I left it up and I didn't grab them. My brain sometimes. Preservation is to take food with you. AKA doggy bags. So you mean food out of a kitchen, like a recipe, and papyrus paper or a jug? That makes sense. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh. What's my bulk? I think, oh my God. I think I can carry both of these. What? Did it just give me both sheep? Is it just one sheep? Are you serious? Oh my God. It's just one sheep. Whatever. Whatever, game. I thought I was getting one of each sheep, but it's just one? God bless America. Alright, well, I guess I won't be getting any breeding done anytime soon. Until I find more sheep. There was a shooting at YouTube headquarters. Yeah, Coyote mentioned that. How did that turn out? Was it bad? I'm honestly surprised that kind of thing doesn't happen more often. I mean, considering how much people rage at some companies, like Facebook and whatnot. Oh, I got my barley as well, chat. I'm not going to grow it because barley needed... Was it regular... Wait, does barley take the same fertilizer as the bulbs? If it does, then maybe I will try growing it. I haven't grown barley in so long. I didn't do barley at all until 7. And I didn't do barley at all, I think, until 4. I think it's been till 3 since I've done it. So we're getting started towards beer making, which I think I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna go ham on it like I am wine, but I think I still want to do beer. The shooter's dead, but no one else was killed. A couple of gunshot inquiries are being, or injuries, inquiries. Oh my god, injuries are being treated at the hospital. Well, that's good. Amelia's yelling at me, yes, just one sheep. I thought it was 2, and I don't know why I thought it was 2. But that's alright. Sheep seem to be a lot more plentiful this tale than they have in previous tales. Especially where we live here. Like this has been like massive sheep spawns right here. I'm glad I don't have to do Ibis any longer. Ibis costs me a lot of travel time. Because you got to get to Ibis fairly quickly because everybody wants them. Because they're limited in their spawn. I don't know if the spawn is the same all the time, but there's about 20, 25, I don't remember the number. And they usually get plucked clean. So you want to be the first one there. You don't want to be the last one because you usually have to travel pretty far to get to Ibis. Usually. And all my Ibis save 1 have been over here. Like in this little area, 4 of my Ibis were here, and my 5th one was right here. And I made this waypoint when I first got the Ibis over here, the first one. I'm like, well shit, if the Ibis showed up over here, I'm gonna drop a waypoint in case another one shows up. And sure as hell they did. And I kept using that waypoint, and that's an expensive waypoint. My god. You need Weed Killer. Okay, I'm gonna look that up. Thank you, Amelia. Weed Killer is for... It's produced in a kettle, no problem. Okay, it's 1 rotten fish, 1 dung, 5 wood, and 5 water in jugs. Okay. Rotten fish is no problem. Dung is a problem for me right now. So I shouldn't grow barley right now. Until I get poop. Wait, isn't Weed Killer optional on barley? If I remember correctly? That's a weird place to spawn sheep because historically, sheep were grazed in Goshen, which is east of the Nile Delta. Over here? It's so funny. And I don't know why it was a decision the devs made, all the devs for this game, but it's just, everything's so historically inaccurate, geographically speaking. Not that it matters, right? It does, in the end, it doesn't matter, but I wonder why they went that route. Like, you know, the Red Sea and Arabia and all that stuff. This whole bottom half is not even Egypt in real life. This is Sudan. And what's funny is... Where is it at? Right here. This area, right here, this region is called Upper Egypt. This is Upper Egypt. Despite the fact that if this were real life, this would be Sudan. It doesn't make sense. And a lot of these names, if you look up a lot of these names, they're real names, but they're not in any accurate location. They're just plucked names to be used in the game. And like I said, it doesn't matter, but I wonder why they did it. Alright, I got distracted. What was I doing? Oh my god. Oh, checking on my rope. I was gonna do something else though, but I got sidetracked, as I usually do. Pirate area for Somali ships. Do I have enough boards for another vineyard? Hold on. 40 boards. I got nails, I just don't have the boards. 9 wood. Thank you, Amelia. I wonder if I still have all these things fixed. Do I have blades on these things? I got some left. Alright. Third vineyard is going up. So my plan is to build vineyards scattered throughout the lands, everywhere. Go ham on winemaking, because that sounds fun to me. It's going to be a little pricey when you start building a ton of these things, but it'll be fun. Are they lined up? Beautiful. Cool. We got our first set. And it's nice to get vines up ASAP because things improve over time, right? You start learning more about the vines, how they behave, of course, eventually crossbreeding. But you know, the age of the grapes and whatnot, that'll come into play. Also, I need a place to put my barrels to store the wine. I'm probably going to do it over here with the bugs. Maybe not a good idea. Which means I'm going to have to expand this out a lot more for a lot more barrels. I didn't even think about that. It's been so long. I'm going to need a lot of barrels. And those require copper straps, right? You need cooperage. Cooperage. I can't afford cooperage right now. What is cooperage? For Pete's sake. What? And I lost my page. Two brass plates, which is 20 brass. And 20 beeswax for one plate. But you need a vise. How much is a vise? 2 more brass plates and a lot of copper sheeting. Alright, so that's not something I'm going to get done this week. You're going to bed, Coyote. Have a good night. Thanks for keeping me company. We'll see you tomorrow. But I'm going to keep a lot of barrels. I mean, a lot. In fact, so much so that I might have to build a whole separate compound for my wine stuff. Maybe I'll do that. If I'm going to go ham on wine, I might do that. When I tear this one down, maybe I'll build another one over here. I think I may. And basically, so what you do with wine is you build this table. And if I remember correctly, it had like 7 stations at it. So what you do is you invite people to your wine tasting party. And you get these wine glasses, which you got to make in... Do you make it in a glory hole? I don't remember. So you make these wine glasses, and you serve up a bottle of wine to everybody, and everybody usually brings their own wine to these parties, and you find out what flavors everybody tastes, and you fill up your wine book. It can be challenging when you get near to the end of the wine book trying to find flavors you haven't already done. But a lot of the fun is getting to that point. It's one of those where, you know, it's the journey type of thing. Figuring out wine or vines, how they behave. It's a fun mechanic. I haven't tested the pollution since this morning. I should probably do that. I'm gathering silt for fire bricks. Some of the buildings I plan on making are going to require some fire bricks. Now you need to get cheese too. Yes, I have a couple barrels that have cheese in them, but I don't know if I want to open them. I think I want to keep them. You can make cheese once you get cows and bulls. You breed new cows, get yourself a lot of cows. And you get butter that way too. I don't know. I think my neighbor over here has butter, but I don't know for sure. He did mention that he was working on it, and I thought he said that he got it, but I don't know. I think I was on my meds at the time, so maybe I was not remembering correctly. Thanks, Amelia. Okay. 30 stone blades. Thank you. I need more carpentry shops so I can dump this completely. These are a lot more efficient on wood, and they're not as painful as those when it comes to, like, the blades breaking. Nicer. I've got one up there, but it's not fast. What I'll do sometimes, because I watch stuff and whatnot while I'm in the game. See, I have this game open a lot, and I'm not always doing something in it. What I'll usually do is I'll watch something, and I'll do something mindless over here. A couple times I'll just sit here at the carpentry bench, and you can plane wood into boards, and you don't have to click on anything. It just does it automatically. So I'll just sit my guy here, let him plane some boards while I watch something on Netflix or whatever. A lot easier. But yeah, I've got these barrels which has cheese in them. I just don't think I want to open them because they're going to be rare. I thought I had some. Oh, I can show you guys a hookable. There's a hookable. And there are other styles, if I remember correctly, right? I believe. I think. And I pulled a wine glass out of the river. I've been pulling a lot of junk out of the river. I had to do a lot of fishing to get that tilapia. It's not a glory hole. Glass bench for crystal glass. Okay. For the wine glasses? Okay. Oh, that's right! The crystal... I remember now. Anyone know if there's a trick to catching tilapia? I've been trying since you mentioned it. Oh my god. So, I had the same problem, Quick Santa. I was fishing all up and down the Nile here. Like, from here... Well, really. From over here... down to here, and even further, and on the other side... I couldn't catch any. I caught 2 tilapia right here. This is where I caught them. No, right here. Right outside of Avaris to the northwest in this little lake. That's where I caught both of my tilapia. So I don't know if that's just coincidence, or maybe it was a lure that I was using, or maybe tilapia just don't grow on the... No, they do grow on the Nile, because I did grab one from there before. I don't know. I don't know if they just are more common here, or if it was coincidence. But that's where I found mine. I also was probably using desert millipede or oh my god, the queen maggot. I was probably using one of those two as the lures. Again, I don't know if that means anything, but it could. Since those are like the two most common bugs, that's what I was using. What was that stupid trophy? 400 boards. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to need to do that for next time. All right, what else opened up recently that I can jump in on? Gardening. A greenhouse, which needs glass, which I don't have. But I don't know what it costs either. Probably needs a small construction site, doesn't it? And water mines. Hold on, let's do this. "24 glass pipes, 1 iron, a large gear, 4 copper straps, and 12 pulleys." I can do all that, but the glass. I need to get my ass making glass, because that's where all the tech is now, and glass and alloys, and oh my god. My neighbor's got a water mine, though. I'll show you guys what it looks like. I've fished up 2 sunken ship parts and don't see anything on the wiki. Any ideas? Yeah, that's for a test for ISIS bounty, I think it's called, isn't it? Or ISIS something. Yeah, keep those. You don't wanna lose those. It's a test that will open up much later. You need 100 of them, just to give you an idea. So this is a water mine right here. Oh wow, he's got it set up. I love my neighbor, by the way. Zazamuk. This guy right here. He goes ham on this game, and he's like one of them hardcore players that does a lot of things, and he does a lot of things. He goes ham, and he makes a lot of his stuff public. Which is really nice. He wasn't ahead of the curve, so to speak, up until now. This is pretty cool that he's got water mines up. But like all this public stuff that he has at the limestone pit, I've been using a lot of that. Where's the stinking limestone pit? Up here somewhere, I think. There it is. That huge building by the limestone pit, that's his. So that's cool. He's got these made public. I don't remember how to work these things. Listen to the mechanism, wind the collar springs, set the pitch. I don't remember any of this crap. Fishing, scroll to bottom to see. There's an infographic. Oh! Thank you, Amelia. I'll put this in chat for you, Big Santa. So, the problem then I probably had is I was fishing at the wrong time. Wait, tilapia's not on here. Tilapia's not on here. Unless I'm blind. It goes from tigerfish to tilefish to white onion tail. Isn't tilapia considered a common fish and therefore is available all the time? I think. Because there are what are quote-unquote common fish, right? And there's like 7 of them. And if it's a common fish, I wonder if that means that you can pull them up anytime. Wind. So this is a water mine, and we've had 2 water mine objects in the game. I think this was the first one, and then there was like a glass one that was made. And what's funny is we went back to this old style mine where it's just this metal containers that go into the water. However, it still requires glass to make this thing. And there's no damn glass in it. But it pulls up gems. And gems are used in tons of things. But it also pulls up cuttable gems. And cuttable gems are an interesting... I guess you could call it a mini-game. So cuttable gems are this... You place a cuttable gem on this building, on this machine, and it's a square, but it's got faults in it, right? It's got dents here, it's got holes there, it's just this chunk of a gem. And there are different types of finished gems that are needed in the game for various things, everything from research to buildings and whatnot. And so you have to cut the gem in a specific shape in order to get the finished item that can be used in the game. And it's a really interesting mini-game. I got the hiccups, guys. It's a real interesting mini-game. Some people like it, some people hate it. I guess when it comes down to it, if you're good at it, you like it. If you're not good at it, you hate it. This is the white sand, by the way. Quicksanda, did you know we had white sand right here? Like right in my camp, practically? This little patch right here is actually white sand. There's always a bucket here. People come here to get it, and they don't realize that white sand is heavy, so they always pick up more than they can. And every time you walk by here, there's always a bucket. He's got 3 water mines. Do water mines pollute? I wonder if they pollute. Similar to fishing in Stardew Valley. Actually, the fishing in this game used to be quite like Stardew Valley back in the day. Like 17 years ago. The fishing was quite similar to Stardew Valley. WoW? WoW's fishing they got from a tale in a desert. Click listen to mechanism. It's been so long since I've used a water mine. You hear the telltale tinkling of gems striking the mechanism. So I'm guessing that means that it's capable of pulling up gems. I'm guessing it depends on the frequency. Or the frequency depends on whatever settings you have it at. And how frequent it pulls up the gems. I don't know. I mean, if you're good, you don't mind it. And if you don't like it, you don't do it. Yep. Although there are some things in the game that you have to do even if you don't like it. Some people don't particularly like the body tests, but you have to do the body test if you want to advance your stats permanently. You don't... I say you don't have a choice. I mean, on a permanent basis, yes. You have no choice. If you want to raise your strength or dexterity or any of these permanently, you got to do body tests. And that kind of stinks for people who don't like the body tests. However, there is an alternative. There is a way around it for those people. And there's lots of different systems in the game to temporarily boost these things. So if you don't like doing it, there's a way around it, but it has a little bit of a catch in that it's temporary. And you'd have to get into whatever it is. Cheese is one way to do it. Some cheeses will give you different stat boosts, things like that. Recipes, food will give you temporary stat boosts. So if you don't like doing the body test, there is a way around it. Did you get a cuttable gem? Takes a long time to level up fishing in WoW. I haven't played WoW since the year it came out. I don't remember. Yeah, I'd like to get me one of these. And what did it cost again? Hold on, let me see. 24 glass pipes. Ouch. 1 iron large gear. I can do that. 4 copper straps. I don't have any, but I can do it. 12 pulleys. I think I even have 12 pulleys right now. So I basically I'm hitting another roadblock, a threshold here. A lot of these buildings are needing glass, and I need to get my ass on that and start working some glass. When finding, you hear a gurgling sound. Is that what that is? Because I walked by this thing many times, and I heard that sound. God, I'm sure that sounded awful. Holy cow, it's already 6 o'clock. Alright, I'm gonna go snoop in my neighbor's stuff to see if he's got anything else that's new that I could use. So like I said, he likes to make some of his stuff public. It's very helpful for me. He's got this kitchen here. I don't have cooking yet though, because I'm behind in some areas because of the pollution problem I'm having, or whatever it is. I like to call it the sterile Nile, because that at least that calls it a problem, but doesn't necessarily blame pollution. Because I'm still not 100% convinced pollution's my problem. But because of that, I haven't been growing flax. I haven't been growing veggies. I've stayed out of that until it got fixed, or whatever happened went away. But it's not going away, and we're going on 2 weeks now, and I haven't done any of those things, and I'm falling behind. Oh, that's right. I got my sheep. I gotta put my sheep in there. Like, look at all these carpentry benches he has. All right, I'm gonna head back to camp. I am going to put my sheep in the pen and give them some onions. How often do sheep poop? I don't remember. Because that's what I need. I need poop. I need to get saltpeter. What up, Talkus? Gotta head out now. Alright, Lendowin, take care. Thanks for hanging with me. You just got home from work? Alright, I'm gonna grab my onions, we're gonna drop my sheep in the pen, and then we're gonna do some tests to see if we're still sterile. Because it's been many hours since I've checked. How many onions do I have? I got 23 onions. Oh my god, I'm pathetic. Alright, Aqua Sheep. You know what you need to do. There he is! My sheep who can walk on water. Hey, guy. Oh, I'm in water. I was wondering why the menu looked different. It's because I'm in water. Alright, so I put 23 in there. I want to see how quickly he eats those onions. How do you get poop from sheep? I don't remember. Is it just something they do every now and again? Alright, Yuki. You have a good night. Okay. Ecology test. Let's do that. There'll be an option to shear sheep in the pen. Wait, shearing the sheep gets you poop? My tummy's growling. I'm guessing he's got to live in here for a certain amount of time. Poop! I need poop. I need poop. Oh, I need saltpeter, so I need poop. I haven't had sheep since Tale 3, I think, so... Or did I have some last Tale? I don't remember. They generate over time. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Alright, so we're testing the area for heavy metals. And how many tadpoles do I have right now? 8,900. Alright. So I'm going to start with 100. All the tadpoles survived. If you suspect that there is a heavy metal in the area, you should rerun. Okay. 8,000. So, I don't think there's any heavy metals in my area. If there were, these trees should be over 60 seconds, most likely. So that test seems to tell me that it's negative. Now, the acidity level in the soil, I can check that too. You determine the acidity in the areas to be 1, which is low. Which means that should not be my problem as far as pollution goes. And then I can test the ground level area in the levels in the area. You determine that the ground level, water level is 100 and the baseline's 100. That's normal. So all the ways we have to check pollution, it's all normal for me. But watch when I grow my onions. I ain't gonna get any. Growing veggies is one of the most mind-numbing things in the game. Oh, the news that we learned this week is that there may be a better way to grow veggies in the future. It was hinted, I think it was in system chat. I'm gonna go look for it in a second. It was hinted that we'll be able to use bulls to plow farmland. Harvested 0 onions. It's still sterile. Where was that? I don't remember where it was. But it was hinted at that we may have a nice, easy way to do veggies. I hope so. That'll be nice. Alright, let's test some flax. Like, make a little farm plant and over time it just straight produces veggies. Man, I hope so. That would be so great. That'd be so great. That's one of the that's something that's been kind of, I mean, crossbreeding's nice and all, but you know, other grindy stuff in this game has workarounds later on. You know, grass, we eventually get the automatic gardening and whatnot. It's nice. It'll be nice to have that for veggies. You know, Mallard wants to start changing stuff so macros aren't necessary. Absolutely. That is the best way to combat macroing. And thank you, Amelia. And if he's looking to do farming in order to produce veggies on a larger scale, I think that's great. That's a good change. Because me personally, I'm not against macroing. I've done it myself. But, you know, all things being equal, it would be nice to have a game where macroing is not something that is terribly tempting to do, right? In the end, you want something that doesn't need it. Also, did you see that Apophis kind of made a snide comment about having Clinker as a tribute item? Can you imagine a Clinker fight for tribute? Especially for a place like Suez? How would a Clinker fight for Suez go? That would be hilarious. You macro a lot of things, but needing to use macros so you don't get repetitive strain injuries indicates a major design flaw. Yeah, and with me, with my medical condition, as far as joints go, especially the wrist, that's awfully nice to be able to not have to screw my wrist up. The Flax Plant yielded no good materials. Poor soil can cause this. Use the ecology skills to help figure out why. Oh, I didn't see you talk to main chat, Amelia. You don't need to try still sterile. Waiting till test of life will start and bonus towers will and moss will come. I don't think I've shown you guys fishing at all, have I? I'll drop a line in there a couple times. I like the idea of fishing in games like this, right? You can have, especially the way A Tale in the Desert works, where you can have all these different lures. You have all these different fish. They can be active at certain times of day, perhaps by region. I mean, that could be a compelling mechanic, right? But the way that the lures are done, I find highly annoying, and so I don't do it. So you have to tie each lure individually, and they break all the time. I don't think I've ever fished more. I don't think I've ever done more than 3 casts with a single lure before it broke. And oh my god, that's just too annoying for me. So fishing, the way it is in the game now is you don't really do much skill-wise with it. You hit the fish button, you're near water, he casts his line. There used to be a bobber in the game, but they got rid of that a long time ago. I don't remember which tale it was. What was that? Was that tale 4 that they got rid of the bobber? I don't remember. So instead, now they have insects in the game that you can use for lures. So all the meat and potatoes in fishing comes from different lures, comes from different rods and things like that, and not from the little bobber thing that you can see in like Stardew Valley or WoW. Which I guess is fine. I mean, it's not like clicking a bobber is compelling gameplay, right? So I caught a 5-pound or 5 Deben Abju, and I have an achievement 88 fish. Cool. Fixer, as soon as you can make glazed lures and cactus sap, those last longer. Ah, okay. Well, that's good to know. I had never got into fishing in this game ever since they changed it. I just didn't like the lure, or tying the lures up and then breaking all the time. And it's even worse this tale. Is it worse this tale? Because it feels like it's worse this tale than it was in previous tales. By the way, I wanted to make some fire bricks. And I forgot about it. F. You know what? I wonder if my neighbor across the way there is... Oh my god, I've destroyed my lore already. I wonder if my neighbor is doing the polluting. I wonder what he's got in there. I checked, but I checked like last week, so I don't know if he's built anything new. Should probably talk with him. I didn't catch anything because my hook got stuck in some rotten flax. You can pull up a lot of crap in these. We've polluted our rivers so badly. There's glass up. I mean, there's glass galore down in here. There's chunks of wood. There's hookahs. There's shovels. There's blades. It's dangerous swimming in the Nile, man. We pull out so much garbage. I lost my lure. I got some frayed rope out of it. Can you turn frayed rope into real rope? I wonder. If you can't, you should be able to. Take like 3 frayed ropes and make 1 good rope out of it. Although that seems like it could be a lot of work just for 1 rope. What? You can distaff frayed ropes? I got a 7-pound perch, guys. And then you can go in here with the fishies. You can either fillet your fish, or you can let them rot. And you can fillet them after you let them rot, I think. And they got hiccups again. Alright, I'm going to put this in a distaff. I didn't know you could put those in a distaff. You can! Alright, well, I'm going to grab my frayed ropes and see what we get out of that. I had no idea. I probably should... Oh, my hookah's still on the ground. Hookahs don't despawn, though, do they? I don't think hookahs despawn. How much frayed rope do I have? 8 total. Alright, let's see what that does. Start spinning frayed rope into rope. Okay. Well, cool. I guess my idea wasn't terribly original. Another thing I need to fire up a forge again. I need to get the tools so I can start making blades. I've done it in past tales. Did I show you guys blades? I don't think I did. I guess I can show you that right now. I have some of the tools. I don't have the best tools though. Because there's like oh god, I don't remember the name of the tools. There's 2 tools that you generally use on the anvil, and I don't have either of them. I just have like a ball-peen hammer. Fucking small distaffs. That's right, Talkus. But I was never fantastic at it. But I was good enough to get some decent blades. So I think I want to try some of that again, see if I'm still good, or maybe I lost my mojo. I don't know. Load the anvil up with my iron. We're going to start with the Carpentry Blade. Alright, so you load the metal up on here. And I'm going to grab my... I guess my round hammer. Like I said, I don't have the proper tools to do this. What's going on in Chicken Brothers? Someone applied to Chicken Brothers? Ashley? Who's Ashley? We'll pick up a round hammer, not made a mallet yet. Yeah, is the tool you want is like a shaping mallet, isn't that what it's called? And I don't have one of those. I gotta next time I fire up a forge, I gotta do that. I can never get a good angle for this crap, though. Alright, so when it comes to making blades and stuff, you get this, like, blank slate of iron. Oh, shit, I clicked on it. God bless America. And let's pin my tools. Right. So this is what I gotta make this look like. This is the target here. It's kind of jank, honestly. Cause I mean, this is what a carpentry blade looks like. Okay. Quite jank. But, you know, some people like doing this, and if you're good at it, you can actually make a good deal of money doing this kind of thing. Today will be on tomorrow, so we can all get together to start a business plan for the Chicken Meth Guild. Why you gotta publicly say it's a meth guild? That's supposed to be a secret. It's a chicken shop. We sell chicken foods, like tenders and nuggets and chicken sandwiches. There's no meth. I don't know what you're talking about with meth. No meth? How about a chicken fixer-upper guild? Sure, we can do that. You're a bold criminal. Hide in plain sight is what they call that. Alright, so this is what I need to get it to look like, and you only get 180, is it? Yeah, 180 hits in order to get it to look like this. And there's a trick to the trade. I don't know what it is. I don't remember what it is, I should say. So you can change how hard you hit the stuff. So look at, this is a force 1 hit. You see it barely moves it, right? You could probably not even tell on Twitch. But you go to 9, bam, chunk. And I'm not going to be able to get this, so don't even get your hopes up. Because I'm using the wrong tool for this job. I'm just wasting this iron to show you guys what the hell this crap is all about. These things are valuable though, man. If you can make good ones, you can sell them for buku items. Because the more accurate your shit is, the longer they last. Which means it's cheaper in the long run. God, this thing. Wrong tool, man. Alright, let's bring the force down. And let's cut this down a little bit here. So I can probably, with this tool, I could probably get it to like quality 2000, which is bad. Generally, you want above 7,000 on these things to make it worth your while. 2,000 is pretty much garbage. But see, now that I knocked that down, this is all right here. So, wrong tool. But you guys get the idea. That's all I want to do. Alright. Let's go to F6. F5, I mean. Some of these camera angles sometimes, ugh. Alright. So I need to hit hard right here. Bam! Bam! It looks awful! That's terrible. Cool. Let's soften this up right here. And right here. Perfect! Need to focus on a resin wedge. Alright, Tazubi. I'll see you in game pretty soon. Alright, let's go with a hit on the outside there and a hit on the outside here. So let's go with a hard hit, like right there. God, that's awful. Why don't you play this game, Talkus? There's roleplay opportunities for you. Talkus, did you see my new roleplay guild that I'm doing here? What is the quality? Oh my god, this is almost 3,000. I didn't think it would be above 2,000. That's horrible. Alright, that didn't change the quality much, and I only got 20 hits left. So, I have the wrong tools, and even if I do get the right tools, I might have lost my mojo on something like this. I don't know. I'm not counting on myself to be very good, but I'm going to try just to see what it's like. Alright, complete project. Yeah, that thing's a piece of garbage. But whatever. That's cool. Ashley applied to my fire and emergency services. He's applying to everything. Alright, I'm going to show you, Talkus, what I got going on. Oh, you did see. What am I doing? You saw already. You already know what's going on. Anyways, you can give me ideas if you want. I'm sure you got some good ones. I need to drop some beeswax. You know what? I need 300 beeswax for something, and I forget what it was. You saw the choose your own adventure thing I was doing. Because you said that you wanted one option to be Talkus. I gotta remember to get my little jobs here done. I need to get more jugs made. I need to get more flax processed. Let's grab the lint. Let's grab the tow. Toss these bad boys in the distaff. Lint makes thread. Tow makes twine. I keep clicking on the wrong button. And I need to get my fire bricks. Alright. And we'll fire these guys up. I'm gonna wind down the stream pretty soon. What I like to do with these streams. That's gonna be loud. Sorry. I don't like to do too much. I don't like to do grinding on stream. I'll do a little bit. Some of this busybody stuff that I'm doing right now, no problem. But I don't want to do all my grinding on stream. I like to get a list of things ready. Or I set what I tend to do when I stream this is I'll set myself some goals for the day on what I want to build for the stream. So today it was the ranch, it was the locker, it was the vineyard, it was the trophy, and the reactory until I realized I shouldn't build a reactory. So I find out what I want to do, and then I look up all the resources. I make sure I get all the resources, all the grinding done before I do the stream, so when I get on the stream, you guys can see all the exciting stuff and none of the boring stuff. So that's pretty much how I want to stream this game. Still 23 onions. I don't know how quickly he eats these onions. Talkus Online. Good choice. What's a good choice? Amelia, did you see my fire thing earlier? I don't know if you were in the stream when I talked about it. It was at the very beginning. Alright, so 4 frayed ropes make 1 regular rope. I mean, I guess that's cool. That's not a lot of rope, though. Talkus, I love you, Amelia. Tell Fixer, tell Amelia I love you. Amelia's in chat. Amelia's in Twitch chat. Nope, you came in late. Oh, so you don't know my super secret idea then. The I've been collecting coconuts, guys, because one of the tributes this week, or not one, but 3 of the tributes this week are coconuts. What's Amelia's username? I don't know. She's never talked in chat, so I don't actually know what her username is. So I've been collecting a lot of coconuts. Oh, I got them in my food, obviously, in my food chest. And another thing I think I want to do later on. Uh-oh. Oh, they're there. 387 coconuts. There they are. So I'm hoping that 300 is a lot of coconuts, especially pretty early in the tail. I'm hoping I'll be able to snatch myself up a tribute or 2 with all those coconuts. Maybe. We shall see. Do you think I should ask her to marry me? Talkus, what happened to Cherry? I thought Cherry was the love of your life. You need 5 to frayed? Are you sure? Was it 5 or 4? Oh, I did put 8 in there. I grabbed 7 and I already had 1 on me. You're right. 5 frayed for 1 rope. Yeah, that's... I don't know. It's not really worth it. Competition breeds efficiency. Does it now? I've been slowly working, moving stuff from here over into this compound, because the ultimate goal would be to get rid of this right here. I'm not going to do it yet until I can replace some of these buildings over in this compound. And I would really like to expand this compound, but oh my god, it's so expensive. Like, I'll show you what the next stage is that I want to do. And I want to do something like raise ceiling, maybe put these in the corner, like that. Beautiful. So that's what I want to do. So it looks like I have 2 compounds here. But look at the price for this crap. 640 boards, 320 flax, another 160 boards, 768 boards, 192 boards, 400 rotten flax, 2,000 bricks. This is a lot of shit. That's expensive to expand your compound like that. 256 tow. That is nuts. For right now, that stuff becomes easier later in the game, but right now that's expensive. You got a hookable. Amelia, do you know if hookables despawn? I don't think they do. When you drop them? Do I still have mine on me? don't think I do. No. Still got my eye of Cyrus though. Oh, I do have my bowl still on me. Where's my mushroom? There it is. Normally they don't. Okay, that's what I thought, because you got to have them on the ground to use them. And it would be a shame if they were to despawn, if they get caught up in that. I didn't think they did. Alright, well, I got everything accomplished that I wanted to on stream, just about. I don't think I had anything else new to show you guys. All I got left now is some grinding, which I don't do on stream. My resin wedge. Just going over this real quick. Make sure nothing else here. And mining. I've shown you guys mining, haven't I? I think I did. This is prime time right now anyways. All the mines are going to be occupied. Yeah, I showed you mines. I remember... Well, I remember that I couldn't remember how to do mines. But I've been working a lot of mines the past 2 weeks. So, I'm back up to snuff with my mining. The only real problem with mining is that some of the colors are hard to see. Like some of the because the gems are different colors and there's patterns on the rocks and those can be different colors. And like the black on the rocks can be hard to see sometimes. I think it needs a little bit of a visual, I don't want to say overhaul because overhaul is not the right word, but some changes to some of the visual components of mines, of the ore anyways. Otherwise, I considered mining to be one of the biggest improvements in the game compared to what it was in the beginning. I did. Alright, so you were there for that, Amelia. Okay, good. Yeah, I couldn't remember how to do it. I remember that now. Anyways, I'm winding this down. Remember, Tulkus, are you available Friday night at 8:30 p.m.? I haven't mentioned this in the Strangelands yet. Because I was waiting for Modi and Molly to respond. And it looks like they both did today. But we're gonna do the final 2 episodes of the Strangelands Cup live Friday evening. And I'm not gonna say what the one game is in front of everybody, because that one's a surprise. But the finale, I'm about 95% set on it being golf with your friends. So it would be, of course, Modi, Molly, and myself. And then you, anybody in Strangelands can be there. So you and Matt, I would assume, would be there. But if Al or Morocco or whoever wants to go, or even Neil, you know, everybody's welcome. And then we'll fill the remaining slots with chat, with people from chat. And we'll do the 2 final Strangelands Cup live. So mark your calendar. Friday night 8. Well, I shouldn't say 8:30 because I think we're going to do the other game first. Obviously, if Golf with Your Friends is the finale, we'll do the other game first. So, well, I mean, unless you want to do the other game, of course, you would be welcome to join that one. I don't think you have it, but I'll let you know what it is in private. But if you don't play it in the second to last game, the last game would probably start at like 9:30, something like that. Morocco will be in Boston for PAX. I'm jealous. Kentucky Route Zero is going to be at PAX, guys. I would love to see that, but obviously I'm not going to be at PAX.